Item number 2 is consider approving a contract between Mesa County and FCI Constructors Incorporated to serve as the construction management general contractor for the Mesa County Justice Center North Addition project in the amount of $3,726,962 and authorize the chair to sign. We've got Alan Simpkins, our facilities director. Morning, Alan.
Good morning. Morning, Commissioners. Alan Simpkins, Director of Facilities. With me today is Dan Adams, our Senior Project Manager. Today, I am bringing to you a contract for construction management and general contract for the addition on the Justice Center. This contract is from our bid process. We had 2 bidders on this bid, and we chose FCI as the best value for the county.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
I have none right now.
Shaw's fee was quite a bit lower. Can you explain the value that we're getting out of FCI paying the higher fee?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Shaw's, the other bidder on the project, their fee was lower. Can you explain or express the value that we're getting FCI by paying more money for them?
Yes. So part of our bidding process included 14 different evaluation criteria. They're weighted at different levels. The criteria had, one of the criteria was cost. The other 13 criteria included experience. It included prior performance. It included the teams. It included the estimation. It included different processes in the value engineering, different processes in scheduling, and different processes in how they've done business in the past. One of the main discriminations between the two was prior performance with the county. Part of the team that FCI is proposing included an original member of the original Justice Center. Both the 2 bidders created an amazing team of contractors that was going to be for general construction. Both of them had very senior leaders involved. The decision was very close, but it came down to a lot of prior performance.
Okay. I'm going to open up public and then I'll make comments later. Let me see if I have any other questions here. Oh yeah, why didn't we do interviews, follow-up interviews with these organizations, given the size of the project and given how close we really were at the end in terms of qualifications? And yes, the fee was $80,000 apart, but it was a $3.5 million bid. So relatively speaking, they were pretty close in the end. Why didn't we bring them back in for interviews?
We felt as a team of 4 who did the evaluation, we felt that the 2 were very competitive. The bids were very, very similar. There really wasn't any gain that we saw in actually doing interviews. And then there's a third factor involved that we were already 3 months into the design process of the annex. And we felt the best deal for the county is going to be to get somebody on board so the design process doesn't go any further, so we can get an estimate earlier and proceed.
Okay. Dan, did you want to add anything or?
No, I think Alan
Okay.
pretty much covered it.
Okay. Do you guys have any questions, comments, or I'm going to open it to the public?
I guess my comment would be, maybe this is more directed to Matt Lewis. Why the timing? Why is this important for consideration now? And I know the answer to this, but I think the public should have a general understanding why we're undergoing this project currently. And I didn't know if that's something you could answer or if it's a Matt Lewis question.
Just for clarification, the timing of this contract or the timing of
The project itself.
the project itself meets growth demand for our probation department, our courts, the court clerks, and the sheriff's office. And it sets us up for future expansion out to an estimate about 40, 50-year need.
Okay, thank you.
Any public comment on this item or questions on this item? Okay. Seeing no public questions or comments, do you guys have any other final comments or questions?
I think it's important for the public to know that this is a statutory requirement that we are contributing in a really meaningful way to the justice system. And that means it's on us as the county to be able to make sure that they have everything that they need in terms of space. And we do get some grants, but those are far and few between, especially the state's fiscal situation that they're in right now. And so it really is a lot on the counties to be able to make up the difference. So this is something that's really needed, and space really affects our constituents' services, whether that's getting through the justice system faster, safer, and in a really efficient way. So that's just kind of big picture that I think the public needs to have just that insight. And that's why we're here. That's what we're doing. But go ahead, Commissioner Davis.
Yeah, I mean, the project itself is well needed. It's hard with these types of projects when you get such close bidders like FCI and Shaw, both really strong community partners. At the end of the day, you're choosing between great and great companies who are doing these things. So I guess it's my role to justify spending an additional $80,000 on FCI over Shaw. And I think there is some merit to the fact that they did the original job. I started building houses 17 years ago, and I wouldn't say that a local builder had any, or I had any benefit over them from a house I built 17 years ago. And this one was built 25 years ago. So I don't know that that's all of that much of a benefit. I do think that FCI's bid in general was probably a bit more transparent. They proposed a longer duration as well, very transparent that they don't think they could do it in the 12 months. So I think that probably has some to play in with the slightly higher fee. In the end, both of these companies were highly qualified, and I agree with you guys going with FCI, even though it's slightly higher. A really difficult position that we're put in sometimes, especially when we have two local bidders that are highly qualified. So anyways, well done, well-needed project. And again, we don't want a judge telling us to expand at who knows what given cost. So anyways, appreciate you guys, the time and effort you guys put in this has been a big one. It's going to be a big project for the county. So I have no further comments. And with no further comments from the other commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to approve item number 2 as entered into the record.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries 3-0. Thank you guys.